Morning, like 8 or something, and I'm taking the Brovo. I trailered it up. We're gonna put some exhaust on it at A1 over in Fortuna. That should be pretty awesome. I'm debating right now between a 2.5 inch or 3 inch dual or Y pipe, true dual with H pipe or X pipe, and I'm debating all this shit. And I've watched all the Engine Master stuff, and they say obviously you go 3, but they like shit loud. I want it a little quieter, so I don't know. I guess I'm leaning towards like dual 3. You know, actually I don't know what these manifolds come off to for these headers. I think they're small. I'm kind of leaning towards like 2.5, like to a Y pipe somewhere, just for the sound of it. And I just want one exhaust. I don't want 2. I like one. But I don't know. We'll see what we get up to at the shop. Check this. This is the nicest trailer I've ever seen. It's super heavy duty, but I mean, it had a nice. The car got on it, and there's plenty of clearance. Thank God I haven't lowered it yet, but it's all on. I've got a nice skid steer tire or something here. Got about 4 pounds of pressy in it, and then I've got this fucking clap trap. This is Roger's truck. He got it from a winery. He's very proud of it, and he said something's wrong with it, but I just think he wasn't pushing the overdrive button when he was going up the hill. Anyway, you see us going down the road. Make sure to wave. Oh, Lila's in there too. The best part about living up here in the mountains is that you know if you tied something down good right away, and you find out the hard way. It's towing pretty good. There's some loudness going on back there with ramps and stuff, but I don't know. Okay, I better fucking pay attention. On the biggest, baddest hill you're ever gonna need to find. I think I'm gonna run it in a low gear and just fucking edge it down. And the brakes really feel like shit already, so put your seatbelt on, Lila. So this is like a 50% grade hill here, and we're going pretty slow. We're doing 15, 13.5, and the alternator light's on, and the check engine light just came on. This is not my truck. I think we'll live. We're in first gear, and I don't know, the brakes seem to be pretty worthless right now, and we're gonna have to maybe make this turn at a gallop. Let's see how we do. This is the place that you're always the most concerned about. It's at the very end of heating your brakes up, and let's see if we can actually stop. And we did. Some asshole on my ass here. Bobo. Heard those cars are junk. I heard they're safe. And we made it, so here we go. We made it this far. Beautiful redwoods. Look at them. started. But we'll probably be half the day. Okay, there she sits. Here comes the welder. Here it comes! When these came from Hooker, they either had gaskets and I lost it, but I don't remember them. And I threw them under the seat, and I found this, but you know what? I can't find the fucking bolts either, so they're probably in a bag somewhere on the farm. Right, Lila? You wish you were at home? Oh, poor thing. Oh, little baby. Here is what? Okay. So, I lost the gaskets or something. So here's what I got. At O'Reilly, they have this, which fits the inner diameter just fine. But I have to grind this shit down, okay? It's $4. $4 for this one. Alright. And I don't know if I lost them or not. I'd like to blame them, but I probably just have them somewhere in something else. Then I found this bracelet. There's a punk rock chick going by, and I said, hey, maybe that'll fit in there. And that almost fits. It's pretty flush here. There's a little something, you know, for it to seal with. And it goes up in the back a bit. It doesn't fit perfect, but it's pretty close. And I think if a guy clamped it down. Okay, the gaskets I got were too small. And so since we're at a muffler shop and we have a genius working here, instead of grinding it or smashing it, we just use the tools we had at hand. I think it should snap in, huh? Here's the one side that's a real bitch up in there. He's putting that gasket in. And then it's going back. Is this 2.5 inch?
2 1/4.
2 1/4. Going back. And then here's the 3. And yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. It's gonna poop that exhaust right out of there. And then it's gonna go down here. I think, yeah. Go down here, up, and then we're gonna use the old Volvo hangers and just put it out the conventional way. Then we'll be looking at a nice 3 inch right here. That's the plan. I didn't get that, do it again.
No thanks. I don't like sparks anyways.
Oh, is it the starter?
Yeah.
You want me to hook it?
No, I got it. I'm just taking everything else out.
So we're not going to do the 3 inchers. The thrushes anyway. I have 2 of them. We're going to go with this Magnaflow here, which is a real beauty. I've never spent any money on a muffler in my whole life, but look at that thing. He said that'll be a lot quieter, and it's straight through, has a little bend, and I don't know, we're going to see how it sounds. He said it'll be more of a low rumble instead of a scary thrush. Piece of shit. Put that flange on for the driver's side. Lila says she wants a squeaky toy, so I'm going to go into the Dollar General here and get one for her. Maybe some beef jerky too. You want some beef jerky too? You want some beef jerky too? That's just a stick. Is that your pretend beef jerky, honey? So here's what we came up at the Dollar General. I got some Matador beef treats for her, a little beef jerky. And then this is a Silly Bums. Have you heard of Silly Bums?
No. That sounds like the place we saw is like literally here.
Okay. So now we're gonna do a review here. It's gonna be Matador beef stick versus Silly Bums. Lila, which one do you want? Now wait, in all fairness, I'm gonna do one more thing here. Okay, ready? Do you want the Silly Bums or you want Matador stick? Alright, well, that proves it. Silly Bums is better than Matador stick. You can grab it up there later if you want. Enjoy your Silly Bum. See if you can get it to squeak. See if you can get it to squeak. You'll get it. Oh yeah. Wants to go somewhere a little more private. You're ready. Here. A lot more. Give her some.
Sound like it's running right anyways.
Oh, it's running right. Okay. Exhaust is on. We went with the 2 1/4 from the headers to the 3-inch, as you saw in the video. It seems like it sounds really fucking good. That MagnaFlow, I've never even bought a MagnaFlow, and I usually buy a thrash or something, but I actually bought 3 thrashes, and I'm bringing them all back because this thing sounds very good, and I just think welding those thrushes it would have been really loud and drony. And I don't know if this drones because when we revved it up, it's missing on a cylinder or something's not getting sparked, something's wrong. So it doesn't sound that great. So it's a little anticlimactic, but did I say climactic? Is it it's climatic? Is it chlamydia? Is it chlamydia? What is it? She doesn't know. She has both. Okay, so I'm gonna kill these people with this trailer, so I'm gonna put this shit down. But yeah, and that's it. This guy just looked at me like, you cocksucker, fucking vlogging bitch. You almost killed me. So we found the coldest cylinder, which was 1, I think, and it's black. And there's fucking coolant coming out of the exhaust pipe. Now that I got the muffler done, I found that. Yeah, go ahead and hit it. I'll see if I see it. Nothing came out. No, it's pretty dry in there.
Well, that's a good sign.
I mean, it just drinks it. It drank like a gallon, and I drove it for like 5 minutes. What do you think?
I think the problem's the engine has a serious problem.
I think so too.
Anytime you're getting coolant blown out of the tailpipe, that's not a good sign. Not something you're definitely going to have to deal with.
Here comes James.
All right, James, we have the wizard who's come.
James, what do you got? Compression tester?
Give it to him, James.
Well, I got this one off. We can start with the front here.
What he did is he checked all of the exhaust ports on the heads with the temperature gauge. This one was at 164 and the rest of them were over 190.
Yeah.
So we think this is the one. So he pulled it out and that's what it looked like. It looks like it hadn't been firing.
Yeah, it's wet.
It's wet. It's got coolant on it.
Yep. Here, stick this in there.
All right.
Go ahead, stick it right in there.
You got her?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of is either a blown gasket, head gasket, or a cracked head. we'd be putting coolant coming out the tailpipe.
Yeah.
And I mean a lot of coolant,
Yeah. That's what
James.
I'm saying.
I mean, there's a puddle like this. Yeah. And
I
like,
know I did a compression check on this motor before I even got it. And it fucking had even compression in all the cylinders. So, I don't know.
well,
You know, very close, or within 5 to 7 pounds, you know, of each other. So,
but that could be fine and still have a blown head gasket.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Okay, crank it.
Yeah,
well,
crank it.
where's your ignition fuse?
I shut him. I pulled him.
Okay.
He pulled the.
Okay, ready?
All right. Yeah. I'll tell you when to stop.
No, keep going. Keep going. It's holding compression. So
That's hard. I don't think it would cut head.
These fucking guys.
Slowly.
is it leaking down?
Slow. Real slow.
It should hold, right? Forever?
Yeah, I
How
don't
could
know, it
coolant
might
be
still
getting into
holding.
those heads? I mean, the exhaust headers. How could?
It could be through the intake, even. Possibly. I've seen with these plastic intakes. I've seen
That's
them
true.
fucking leak before.
That's true. It could be through.
It's still
Is there
holding.
coolant going through this?
There is down on the lower part that goes through
Uh-huh,
from side to side.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it could be that plastic.
We gotta pull the intake no matter what, so
Yep.
pull it.
It seems to be holding. I mean, it's bled off maybe a half a pound. So
That's
far.
nothing.
No. But I'm gonna see leave it there for a few more minutes and see if it bleeds off more. Because, yeah, that would make sense.
That would make
too,
sense that it's
because
that.
it's holding.
And it would make sense that a bunch came out,
Yep.
right? If
Yeah.
it was a cracked head or something, or a blown head gasket, it would bleed out. You wouldn't even see the fucking stuff coming out the outside.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be coolant dumping out of the fucking.
You'd be
Yeah,
in
you
the
would have
oil,
like that.
You
the
would have
oil,
some-
or
if it was a cracked head, you'd have the oil in the water, or water in the oil,
right.
or something like
It'd
that.
be a
Well,
mixture.
Usually, but not always.
Not always, but usually, you're
yeah.
right.
Not always, though. You're right there.
Well,
So,
fuck.
our consensus
Yeah,
is intake manifold,
It's holding.
which is great. You can get a needle block and throw it on there. I told him if you had to take the heads off, go get some aftermarket Edelbrock heads and the cam that goes with them.
Yeah.
And it comes in a kit. You get
Yeah.
everything with it.
If I'm taking these heads off, I'll do
It'll hot
I'll do
rod
that cam right now.
That shit would hot rod the fuck
Right?
out of this
Yeah.
thing. Especially
Well, yeah,
if
if
you
you had the heads
did.
and the intake off.
If you did the heads,
Uh-huh.
the cam and the intake Edelbrock. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This one's got the different passages, water passages.
Do they go?
Here. They go through these.
No, we got
The water
single.
lines that go to the
We got
head.
singles.
From
So
One-
it doesn't go through
one
the
single.
intake.
No.
One big one, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Not on this particular model.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't go
why,
through there.
You know.
Now we're
Is this
stumped
a
again.
Straight pipe?
Yeah. But
No muffler, straight pipe?
No, there's one muff. There's one muff in it.
One glass pack?
Yeah,
like
it's
they would
pretty
have
quiet.
water passages,
Oh,
too.
yeah?
It's got
They
a
might
cherry
have
bomb in
water
there. No.
passages
Oh,
through
yeah.
them still, though.
It's got a
So,
thrust though. There it is right there.
Yeah, I think it might still.
It's got one of those.
It's got to have some
It's like two of them.
sort of water.
pull this plug right now.
Yep.
I did just pull it, so
Yeah.
it's probably cranked on there ape tight.
Like you tighten everything. Too tight.
Gluten tight.
Too tight.
Oh.
Hey.
How are you?
All right. How are you?
Doing all okay? What drink you for today?
Oh, did you make me one?
No,
Let me see that.
Well,
I've been really parched.
it's not bleeding off. Well, it has a little bit. It's just a little.
It's almost out.
Yeah. But it looks like it's let off a little. But look,
It's
going
bleeding.
up. Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
It's dropped about a half a pound, a little more, or less.
Yeah, it
Right around half a pound, but that
should
ain't.
have dropped if it was gonna.
Yeah, if it was there blown between the two, it would have dropped way down.
You want me to take it all the way out?
Might as well just to look at it. Anyway.
It looks nice. I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
saw it.
you just seen it.
Yeah, but you tell me what you think. It's right here. Beauty.
Yeah. It looks good. And this one here is. It's a fire and it's just fucking got water on
Greasy.
it. Got water on it. Antifreeze makes it dark. Like that. But
This is The front cylinder.
Go
I think
oily.
it's cylinder 1. This is 3.
Poor Carl. So
Yeah,
close.
I know. It'll be good though. It'll work out.
Well, it's just gonna need a bread basket.
Yeah, you can't expect it to be perfect.
I mean, yeah,
Instantly.
yeah, who-
Well, the junkyard I bought it from a bunch of assholes. They knew it was 400 miler,
400 miles.
400K on this thing.
Yeah, right. Nope. The odometer said 31,000.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Would they crash it? Why did they take it
Yeah.
out? It was crashed.
Crashed or stolen. I think it was crashed though, because there was a bunch of parts they took off of it. It was hit in the front, I guess. So all the front shit, there was no front shit for it, you know, no lights or anything. And I know the bulbs that were hooked to the wiring harness were broken and shit, and bent and tweaked. So, but they had the tail lights and all the other shit from the back of the half of the rig. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's only dropped like a half pound, 3/4 of a pound.
so it's
It's
not.
not good.
Well, I'm gonna order the springs.
Spring. What's that?
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus.
careful.
What the fuck is that?
It's just a ratchet.
So I'm gonna order springs,
Spring.
and I'm gonna order a cam.
Oh,
I'm
valve
gonna order,
spring.
and I'm gonna order a gasket.
Gasket set. Top end gasket set. Might as well pull both heads off. You know.
Yeah, they're in the same condition probably.
I mean,
They went through the same war.
you know, the only thing I can think of is it sat from sitting. Here, release this. But from sitting,
Maybe you got.
it rotted the gasket out, maybe, or somewhere, you know, in there somewhere, or something. I don't know. But yeah, check online, see what it says about antifreeze coming out one cylinder. The front one, which is what number is this?
It means bread basket.
What
That's
number
one,
is this? One.
I believe.
Yeah, number 1 cylinder. What would cause coolant to come in and come out the exhaust on number 1? You know,
Well, fuck.
I'd check that. You know, first. I'd just see what it says,
Okay, I guess
and then I can go from there.
I'm gonna
you
get
know.
on. I'm just gonna get on eBay,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tear into this thing tomorrow.
Yeah, but what I mean, it's gonna say if you can find out what online, so it just narrows it down for you. See if it's heads, if it's what, you know,
They just say it's head gasket everywhere.
everywhere it just says head gasket. What if the compression's up good? They didn't say, you didn't put that part in.
I
See
didn't
what
get
it
that
says.
far. I only looked a little bit.
Yeah, just put the compression. What it was 175 pounds, and it holds. It dropped about a.
We should have
half a
fucking
pound.
compression tested the other cylinder while we were here.
Yep. Oh well. You can check them another time.
It still exists.
Yep, it's here, and it can be here. But, yeah, that's probably,
Bless you.
nice. You made this piece?
Yeah,
Yep,
that's good, huh?
yep, that's the way it should be. Nice. That's a sweet setup.
You want to hear how fucking quiet it is? The exhaust?
Yeah, better grab your drink, though. What's this for? Oh,
That's the
it's that.
oil.
I know.
I got
It's just a
bungs
lot.
put in here and everything.
Huh?
I got bungs put in for all the O2 sensors and everything.
All right, on.
You good?
Yeah, it sounds like it wasn't responding correctly. You know, it wasn't like it should have been. Yeah.
It
was
actually-
like, oh.
It actually sounded a little better when I fired it up. Like it sounded like 8 just now. But
Just
then,
for a second,
yeah, in the first
and
second.
it came back.
Yep.
So it's got to be pumping quite a bit into there to
Well,
make
good.
it miss like that.
Well,
So,
good.
But
I
where
can.
is it fucking? It's got to be coming through fucking from the intake side of the head somehow. Through the intake side.
Maybe I'll get.
Which could be this fucking, you know, it could be the gasket from between the water passage in there. But it would have bled off, I would have thought. They just said blown head gasket, huh?
Yeah, I didn't look too far, but I imagine.
I mean, blown head gasket usually will mean it'll bleed off. You know, that's what I don't understand. Why is it not bleeding off?
Well,
Maybe it's just blowing in one way and not out the other way, huh? Usually when a head gasket blows though into water passage, it blows compression into the fucking water.
They
into
mix.
the radiator.
the
Yeah.
mix.
Mm-hmm. And it usually blows oil into the water or just compression into the radiator, you know, and makes it overflow and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
That's odd.
all right. So
I know this.
I'm gonna pull
This one don't have the intake like the old ones. See how the water passage goes to get water into the heads? Is this. They used to be in the intake right here and go across over the intake. Through the intake. But that could still, that water passage goes down and through into the head and it goes down probably to the gasket also, right next to the cylinder. So, but hopefully it's nothing too fucking bad. It'd be fucking shitty if it was more than
You know-
just a head gasket.
You know what I should do is clean that plug, wire wheel that plug off,
Yeah.
and see if it'll hit.
It will, especially if you crank it over with the plug out.
What do you mean?
With the plug out and you crank it over and blow the water out of the cylinder.
Oh, you mean hold your hand there and see if it's wet?
Well, just crank it over so all the moisture comes out of the cylinder, you know. I mean, there ain't shit on this thing, though. It's dry. This thing's dry, like.
Well, we only selected this due to this.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, it's the wet one, too, but. Well, you know, it should probably fall.
What do you think, James?
Huh?
What do you think?
Not sure yet. We're going to pull the rest of the plugs and check them, too.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna get a different extension.
But yeah, but let's see.
Okay, so sorry that was so long and annoying, but I ordered a set of gaskets. I ordered the Felpro set for $100, 113 or something with ship, and they're sending that to me today. And then I will have everything to tear it apart, and then we'll see what's wrong. And of course, I'm going to give you an update on it. And that's it.